Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Whirlpool washer water level switch kit. It's going to be a very easy repair and it should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new clamp, a pressure hose, the notice paperwork, and a new water level switch. The water level switch kit is what tells the washer when the water's at the right level. The main reason to be changing it out is if the contacts inside have failed and the water's not filling up to the right level, or it is filling up to the right level and it's not starting to agitate once it's full. In order to get to the part, we have to open up the console. Our style has a Phillips screw right back here where we can just take it out on each side. There's another style that has a trim piece right here that you have to pop off, and the screws are located in the front underneath. And then the last style has a little clip under each side that you have to get underneath with a putty knife and pop it off. We're going to use our Phillips screwdriver to take the screws out. Once you get the screw all the way out, it doesn't come out, it just stays there. But you know you have it far enough out when you can push it forward and unlock the tabs. Once you have this screw out, we can go do the other one. Before we rotate the console over, we're going to remove the knob from the water level switch. All you have to do is pull it off and set it aside. Now that we have the knob taken off, we can rotate the console over. All you have to do is push it forward to release the tabs and then rotate it over the back panel. Now that we have the console out of the way, we can remove the clips that hold the cabinet to the back wall. All you have to do is stick a flathead screwdriver onto the clip and flex it and pull it off the cabinet. Once you have both clips removed, we can take the wiring harness off the lid switch. It's just held in by a little tab. You can lift up on it with a flathead screwdriver and pull the wiring harness off. With the lid switch disconnected, we can take the cabinet off the frame. We're going to lift up on the lid and grab it right here and tilt the whole body back to about a 45-degree angle and then lift it off the frame. Once you have it off, you can set it aside. Now that we have the cabinet off the washer, we can take the water level switch off the console. We're going to disconnect the air pressure hose here first. All you have to do is pull it off and set it aside for now. Then we can disconnect the electrical connection. All you have to do is pull it off. There's no locking tab or anything. Once you have the wiring harness off, we have to take the switch off. There's a little release tab that we have to lift up on with a small flathead screwdriver. Once you have the tab lifted up, we're going to rotate the switch so it releases from the console, and then we can lift up on it and pull it out. Now that we have the water level switch out of the washer, we have to take the hose out. First thing we're going to do is remove this little mounting clip right here. We're going to come on the back side with a needle nose pliers and compress the release tabs so we can pull it off the back of the machine. Once you have the tabs compressed, you can pull it through the bulkhead. Once you have it released from the back of the machine, you can take the clip off the hose. Set that aside, don't lose it, because you don't get one in the kit. Next we can pull the hose through this fitting. It's not held in there, but we just have to pull it down and out. Then we can follow the hose down to the next clip and release the hose from it. And then we can go over and do the one on the tub. We're going to use a small flathead screwdriver to release this tab. All you have to do is get behind it and kind of flex it, and that'll release it so the air hose will come out. And then we can pull it off the air dome on the side of the washer tub. Once you have it released from the air dome, you can pull it off the washer. Here's the old water level switch next to the new water level switch kit. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. They do give you a notice to let you know that you have to replace everything in the kit at once and not to leave anything out. Depending upon your application, the hose in your kit may be a little bit longer than your washer needs. So what you have to do is line them up side by side, match the length, and cut the new one to match the old one. Once you have the ends matched up, you want to carefully line it up and use a razor blade to cut it to length. Once you have the new hose cut to length, we can put it into the washer. To put the new air pressure hose onto the air dome, we're going to carefully push it down so you get a good seal. Once you have it down all the way, then we're going to reroute it up through all the clips, just like we took the old one off. This one, all you have to do is snap it into place, and then we're going to route it over to the clip on the other side of the capacitor. Once you have it clipped in there, then we can follow the electrical wires up and through this fitting up here. Once you have it through that fitting, we can go underneath the wire harness here and grab the clip and reattach it to the hose and put it into the back panel. To put the retaining clip on, we're going to go to the end of the hose and slide it all the way down. We don't want to stretch the retaining clip out and break it. Once you have the retainer down to the right spot so it lines up with the opening in the back wall, you can slide it through and snap it into place. Once you have the clip snapped in, we can just leave the air hose for now while we put the switch into the console. To put the new water level switch into the console, we're going to lower it down in the position that we lifted it out so the locking tabs go into the console. Then you can rotate it clockwise so the locking tab snaps into place. Now that you have the new water level switch snapped into the console, we're going to grab the wiring harness and plug it in. There's a couple tabs that have to go up. All you have to do is push it in. You want to make sure it goes all the way in so you get a good connection. Once you have that in, we can grab our pliers and put the clamp around the new air pressure hose. Once you have the clamp compressed, we're going to take the air pressure hose and slide it through. Once you have the clamp up the air pressure hose, we can reconnect the hose to the water level switch. All you have to do is press it all the way down so it bottoms out. And then we can move the clamp down so we get a good seal. Once you have the clamp all the way down, you can release it, and then we can put the washer back together. To put the cabinet back on, you want to lift it up the same way you carried it off and carefully line the lip of the cabinet underneath the lip of the frame. Once you have that in place, you can lower it down resting on the tabs on each side. And once you have it down all the way, you want to make sure that these plastic strips are properly in the cabinet before we put the clips on. To put the cabinet retaining clips on, you just want to line it up with the hole in the back of the cabinet and then push it down and snap it into place. Now that we have both retaining clips in, we can reattach the lid switch wiring harness. All you have to do is line it up and lock it into place. There's a locking tab on the top. You want to make sure you push it all the way in so you get a good connection. Once you have that reconnected, we can rotate the console over, making sure that the tabs go into the openings. Once you have the tabs in, we can pull it back and lock it in place. Then we can put the knob onto the shaft. To put the knob back on, you want to line up the D shape on the knob with the D shape on the shaft and rotate it over and push it on. Once you have the knob back in place, we can use our Phillips screwdriver to tighten down the console screws. Now that you're done repairing the appliance, you can plug it back in and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.